I'm putting this up here just to show YouTube that I am operating within the guidelines of fair use, which allows to use segments of material I do not own the rights for in order to criticize and express an opinion. Just as any democratic, free speech supporting platform would do. I'm not going to make any money out of this, and everything I upload here will be for the sole purpose of reviewing, critique, and expressing opinions about what's going on and what went on. In this video, we're going to continue to talk about the latest video where Andrea claims that Abigail has autism, and we're going to talk about the issue of masking. So let's start here.
So Abigail has autism, but she's a girl and she masks very well. And I see her masking all the time. When she smiles, when she laughs, when she makes little jokes, I see her masking all the time. So
this is amazing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is this. I do agree with Andrea that Abigail is masking. She masks all the time. So the narrative that Andrea is trying to sell us is that we're talking about autistic masking. What is autistic masking? It's situations where children try to hide or camouflage their autistic behaviors in order to fit in more easily to their surroundings. Which means that usually we're talking about suppressing, stimming, and meltdown behaviors, which are usually a result of sensory overload. Now, I personally have never seen anything even close to stimming or meltdowns with Abigail, and those were also never mentioned when it came to Abigail. So let's talk about other reasons children turn to behaviors of masking. Let's start with Wikipedia. Let's see what they say. In psychology and sociology, masking is the process in which an individual camouflages their natural personality or behavior to conform to social pressure, abuse, or harassment. Masking can be strongly influenced by environmental factors such as authoritative parents, rejection, and emotional, physical, or sexual abuse. Now, I'm not saying that these are the reasons that Abigail is masking. No. I have not enough knowledge or authority to even make such a declaration. However, I'm bringing it up for discussion. In recent developmental studies, masking has evolved and is now defined as concealing one's emotion by portraying another emotion. It is mostly used to conceal a negative emotion, usually sadness, frustration, and anger, with a positive emotion. So when Andrea talks about Abigail smiling a lot, smiling all the time, that could potentially be a form of masking other emotions that are really stirring up inside her. We have seen on these videos many a time how these kids are prevented by fear from expressing their real feelings, their wants, their needs, what they feel like doing or having. And we've seen that Abigail especially has become, from a very young age, a very clingy child. Clingy, I mean, she really fawns over her mother in front of the camera. All these weird kisses and hugs, and it just is very one-sided, and it's all about getting praise, getting attention, getting a positive feedback from her mother. And I feel personally that Abigail has learned in a very early age, and so did Raphael, and I will bring two examples here, one from each child, how to mask their own feelings and what they really want or don't want. Even sometimes masking from themselves because they're so eager to please and obedient and in my opinion, afraid. Their own connection to their emotions has been shut down. This is my personal opinion. It is not a professional diagnosis. It is not a semi professional diagnosis. I'm not here under that hat. It's a private person's opinion. So before I move to Raphael's case and how this was done to him methodically by his father, let's look at an example of Abigail behaving that way. Hold on to your seats. This is quite disgusting.
It's great.
You like it?
Every time I watch this, I feel like I want to throw up. So to me, Kyla, watching this child chewing this raw tomato that was picked from the garden, she puts it in her mouth. It explodes. She looks like she's going to puke it or spit it out. The whole process of chewing it, she looks to me like she's suffering. Her eyes are closed, not with pleasure. Look at the expression. Her nostrils are flared, like when you eat or smell something really bad. Also, you can see her hands, how they're clenched together on her chest. At the end, just after swallowing, hardly being able to swallow the thing, she looks like she's about to practically throw up. What is the first thing she says when her father asks, "How was it?" It was great. Really. This is how you learn how to mask your feelings. When you learn that you have to perform from the age of 1 year old to a camera, to a daddy who's standing there looking at you and expecting something from you, to a mother who has taught you exactly how to smile, how to talk, what to say, to be super, super cute, to the people who are sending money. Okay? So look at this child and look at the dissonance between what she is actually feeling. A normal, regular child in a regular environment would spit it out, would say, "Yuck, mom, that's disgusting." He would like let it drop to the floor. But she doesn't. At this young age, she forces herself to eat that disgusting thing for her and to swallow it. And the first thing she says is, "It's great," which is the total opposite of what she's really feeling. She replaces one feeling with another, a false one with a genuine one, to please, to be okay, to get that V, or to get praise. That is how you learn how to mask, if you ask me. My opinion. And when this happens often enough, and it did, because think about it, she took videos every single day of these children's life. So this was a routine to them, to play the act, to be the little actors. And Abigail never got any opportunity to go out there into the world. At least Raphael got that. He got therapies, which you have to respect. They gave him therapies. He got to go to school for a while. He got to go to kindergarten for a while. So he had some kind of options to get something more from the world. Plus, he is gifted. He is highly intelligent. So that helps him. But Abby had none of it. None of it. And to appear now on video claiming that Abby is autistic and that she is masking autistic behaviors, to me, unforgivable. Just unforgivable. Again, my opinion only. But no. So let's talk about Raphael. I promised you an example from Raphael. Raphael is a bit of a different story because he was so terrified from his father, in my opinion, that a look was enough for him. He didn't even need to be told. And you can see that in so many videos where he tries to say something. He wants to say something about what he feels, and just one glance at his dad and he stops. He says something completely different. He masks. So in this video, in this section that I'm going to show you, this is Abby's first birthday. They make a long video of it, and they sit little Raphael near his sister, and he has to just sit there and smile and smile and smile and smile. And at some point, she starts touching him. He does not like that. He is not enjoying it. He doesn't feel comfortable. But you can see that he is not allowed to touch her back or move her foot away or her hand away. He's not, you see that. He is completely rigid. And then she starts smacking him. Nobody tells her to stop, and he is not allowed to tell her to stop. So it goes on and on. But then this happens.
No, Daddy.
What?
Why did you just get my video off?
So Abigail has been smacking him for quite a while now. Then she puts her foot on him. She kicks him. He is not, of course, retaliating or moving or even moving his own body. He just sits there as he is told to do, in my opinion. And he never was allowed to do anything to protect himself and his space. Now, she hits him with the bottle. Watch what he does. He looks at his dad, and what he wants to say was, please tell her to stop. But just look at that glance and see what happens. He does not say what he feels. He does not say what he wants. Changes into a very sporadic question about computer. And this is another way to learn how to mask what you're really feeling, what you're really wanting, something that you don't like, you don't feel comfortable with. You are powerless to do anything against it because you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to express your real feelings, so you mask. This is where the masking is coming from. If you ask me, who am I? I'm just Kyla. But this is what is happening. And this is my opinion.